Just a beautiful afternoon for football, Coach. They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerge from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4.
All day.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
No.
Is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
At the 34-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Mariota steps away to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Working out of the game, Mariota. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure they didn't get anywhere near that, bring in 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure they didn't give up much run after catch.
Called a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on a 6-yard return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 13. They'll run with a 3rd-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check it back.
Alert.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. On 3rd down, Trubisky. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 1st down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
A gain of 2.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Alert. So don't say nothing. Check it out.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Trubisky. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Set, one, blue line.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Shit! Watch the shit! Sled!
Here's Dalvin Cook, third year back from Florida State. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I remember the first time I saw Dalvin Cook play in college. I was watching him on TV, called a scouting friend of mine and said, "Who is this guy? He's special." And he said, "Dude, you're watching a home run hitter on the field."
Yeah, he was special in Tallahassee. Left Florida State their all-time leader in rushing yards and touchdowns.
Safety's creeping.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Yeah, let's get set. Motion.
Check, 41.
Short one.
3 bucks.
Exit. Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Mariota on 3rd and 2. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves him from a 3 and out.
Blue line.
Mike 58, right there. Here we go. Switch.
One. Three.
Check it, press.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the 1st down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers. And on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
That's it, baby.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Where are they, team?
Let's go, Hattie. Let me what you got.
Three.
Give me some.
Mariota from the goal on 3rd down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around 30. Give the sack to Barkevious Mingo, the former number 6 pick. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. We're scoreless after 1. This is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first point. It's a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
Stop.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it should be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Trubisky gives to Cohen. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Chicago! Tariq Cohen, his first touchdown of the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 23-yard line.
Mike 45. Been a long day for you. Check, 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 check. Hey, watch it, watch it. Big ass, big ass, big ass.
Now Cook takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Oh, yeah.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Three. 1. 45.
From the gun, Mariota. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Go on, D. Hey, check Mike 45.
First down, Mariota. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
49. Blue IP.
49, check 49, check 49.
He's coming. We got double up. One.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mariota. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 44-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check. One.
Let go. Check Mike 21, Check.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. To throw on second and 10. Mariota into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know that makes some adjustments.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing in the window on stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slapped happy up here sometimes. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. As he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, they go right back to Cohen. Corey Littleton there on the tackle. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Check me out. Check me out. Check 55. Check.
Go.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, eat. Bring it.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Trubisky and the troops staying out there. They will go for it.
In your face.
4th down. Here's Trubisky. Looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Bears tried it on 4th down. Unable to convert. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room. Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Mike 21, check Mike 21. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
To throw again on second down. Mariota lets it fly for Thielen. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Intended for Adam Thielen. Incomplete. Artie Burns there on the coverage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Wide. Get in the way. Wide, get wide. Watch the edge. Wide. Go.
They just get the play off. Now Mariota. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he finds Cook. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Mariota now 6 of 10 of this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
Jim. Hey, switch gears. Whip. Watch the whip.
To the air again. Mariota. He's going to throw that up for the end zone. It is intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the former first rounder, Artie Burns. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
Intercepted. The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick.
We got this.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn that because now I think they're going to move it deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. This is Cohen. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On first down, Trubisky going up top. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, his first touchdown on the year as the Bears push further out in front. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Next to score, Bears 14, Vikings 3.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be fielded at the 6. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard.
Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
From the 24, they'll go again on second and 10.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
Now Cook running right. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
It was pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On third down, Mariota. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll be out right at the 35. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
And the Vikings first
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
A first down throw for Mariota, escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back.
The question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue issue for them in this game. A pass complete here to Conley. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
A gain of 15.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
Let's go, D.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Mariota under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. To throw Mariota. And pressure gets to him again. The inside linebacker, Danny Trevathan, gets the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Play action now. Mariota. Flush to his right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Go, go. Back, back, back.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
4-yard loss on the play. 2nd and goal at the 11-yard line.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
They try again with Cook. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. A very valuable 9-yard pickup, and now they're set up a little better here for 3rd and goal. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Mariota to the goal line, but it's incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away.
It's 4th down and goal at the 2-yard line.
Well, I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Mariota to throw for it on 4th. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And instead of having a 1-score game, they'll remain 2 scores down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
They'll start things on 1st with Torrey Cohen. Well, he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be. Final play of the 3rd quarter.
14, Vikings 3.
Put up. 180. Alert, 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 alert. Check your hot read.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe. And into Viking territory.
Across midfield to the 49-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Vikings' 49-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Check. Cross.
Trubisky will throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it down to the 40. Here.
That's another Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Sit up. 180. Watch the screen. Pass.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he's got this down to the 35.
Here we go.
That's another Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the Alabama man, Drake Kirkpatrick. Two-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
2nd and 3.
Mariota now. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Yeah, 58 for Mike.
Third and short yardage. Mariota. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Take it, take it. 58, the most one. Ricky. Right over there, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Man, I got you. Three. Check. One. Sponge. No.
Now Mariota on fourth down. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down.
Kill. Watch out.
Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as he'll drop it for a loss of 4. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Throwing on second and 14. Mariota. That's to Cook out of the backfield. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Check. One. Check three. Hey.
It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it drawn loose.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Check Mike 21. Here we go, D.
Desperation time. Mariota on fourth down. He's going to let it fly. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. As his guys are in for 6 as the Bears push further out in front. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit, being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Well, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
25 yards there on the catch and run. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Mariota to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That really sets them back. A loss of 6. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play. And facing a second and long. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. Second straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Working out of the gun. Mariota. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And they're going to go for it here on the fourth down try. Mariota's going to stay out there. Throwing is Mariota. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Bears, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. Now they will hit the road next week for a date with the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they too will leave here at 1-3. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.